Hi, it's David. If you've watched any of our videos when we're exercising, you will always hear me say blow and lift, and people always wonder why. So today I'm going to go over with you the top 5 reasons why you always want to exhale on exertion or blow and lift. So the first reason is because it reduces carbon dioxide. And if you think of your body as a car, you need fuel, which is oxygen, but you also have to get rid of the exhaust, and that's the carbon dioxide. It's really important because that will lead to some shortness of breath, but it also can contribute to muscle fatigue. And it's really important that if you're exercising, you want to be able to improve and increase your endurance. Another issue is high carbon dioxide levels, which is also called hypercapnia, because that could lead to respiratory acidosis, and impairing muscle function and increasing fatigue is something that you want to try to avoid because that'll contribute to that. And proper exhalation really helps maintain optimal blood pH, ensuring that your muscles work efficiently, because what happens is if you're not, then you're going to really fatigue much quicker. And by exhaling on exertion, you're going to delay the fatigue and you're going to promote a much faster recovery. Now, blow and lift is important because it also will reduce air trapping. And for anybody that has any COPD or any other similar type of pulmonary condition, air trapping is an issue. So you don't want to breathe all this air in and have it stuck in there. You want to be able to exhale. And that's another critical component of this. And, something as simple as, people have this idea, okay, I have to lift weights and I get that and I'm going to blow out when I'm lifting a weight. But that has to translate into every aspect of your life. So let's say you're sitting and you go to stand and you're going to go for a walk. As soon as you stand up, you're using oxygen, but you're also creating carbon dioxide. And what's going to happen is your carbon dioxide is going to rise up like this, and then you're going to start your walk with an elevated carbon dioxide. But if you blow out while you're standing up, it's going to come all the way back down. You have all this room with carbon dioxide levels to go from here all the way up to here while you're walking before you're winded, instead of holding your breath when you stand and starting up here. So we don't want that. The second item in our list about the top 5 reasons why you always want to blow and lift is because blowing out stabilizes your core muscles. So exhaling engages the key stabilizing muscles like your diaphragms and your transverse abdominals and your pelvic floor. The other thing that it does is it creates an intra-abdominal pressure which supports your spine, and it protects it while you're exerting yourself. The third one is that it prevents risk of a Valsalva maneuver. And that is simply just when you hold your breath from straining or exerting, let's say you're lifting something heavy, this temporarily increases the pressure in your chest and your abdomen, and it restricts blood flow to your heart, and it really spikes up your blood pressure. And the reason that's risky is because that could lead to dizziness, fainting, in extreme cases, some serious complications like heart issues. So how does blow and lift help? By exhaling during exertion, you're avoiding these risks and really maintaining good circulation and blood flow. The fourth reason is that blowing and lifting facilitates better posture and alignment, because coordinating your exhalation with exertion prevents a lot of compensatory movements. And that just means that you're not compensating and moving around. Everything is kind of stabilized. And it really is going to support proper alignment and your body stabilization. That's really good too, because that's also going to reduce strain and it's going to minimize injury risk. And now the last one, the fifth one, it really enhances your mind-body coordination. I mean, when you think about it, if you're focused on your breathing and you're focused on your movements, it's really going to help, because exhaling with exertion encourages this certain mindfulness and body awareness of what you're doing, and it makes you focus on your movements. And this helps motor control, and it makes the movements more deliberate and reduce the risk of errors during exercise or even your daily tasks. Lastly, I just want to quickly go over two topics that are really important. The first one is common misconceptions, because a lot of times I've heard people say holding your breath makes you stronger, or breathing doesn't really matter if you're just doing light activities. Both of those are false. Holding your breath, like we said earlier, could lead to a Valsalva maneuver. We don't want that. And no matter what level of activity you're doing, if you're moving and you're using your muscles, you're using oxygen and creating carbon dioxide. So it's always beneficial to exhale on exertion. Now, the last part is practical everyday applications that you may not even be aware of. You could be carrying a laundry basket. You could be climbing a flight of stairs. You could be doing yard work. You could even be making the bed. All of those, although it's not specifically an exercise, quote unquote, those are all activities that you're going to do that are going to use oxygen and create carbon dioxide. So I want you to think of it as an exercise and make sure that you're exhaling on exertion or blowing and lifting. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the top 5 reasons why you always want to exhale on exertion or blow and lift. I'll see you in the next video.